Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rich Without Much Money. One of the reasons how a person can be rich without much money is by um, achieving happiness and satisfaction and purpose in life. And I have been a full-time online English teacher for 3 years. And during this time, I have worked with dozens of companies. I actually taught, I have been teaching for 5 or 6 different companies over the course of the past 3 years. And when I say dozens of companies, I'm referring to lots of other companies that I've gone through the interview process with. I've prepared for their demo. I've gone through their training. I've done their interviews. It doesn't matter how great of a teacher you are, or how much experience you have, or how many credentials you have. In the end, some of these companies will still not want to hire you. And they will not want to give you, even if they do hire you, some of these companies, they don't give you many classes. They will be very flaky and iffy and wishy-washy. So, again, I have over 15 years of actual teaching experience, but I have actual online teaching experience for 3 years. And again, I have worked with many different companies. Believe me, I have searched high and low for the best. It is my career. This online teaching has become my career, and it has enabled me to be, in a way, rich without much money. There are many benefits and advantages of being a full-time online English teacher. And I feel like I have a wealth of knowledge to share with you, and I hope you can benefit from it. Of course, by referring you to one of the companies that I'm teaching with, I will get a bonus. This is true. Some people think it's like some kind of dirty, crooked business. No, it's not. I am teaching with this company, and I really like them. They're one of the best, and I'm speaking from experience when I tell you this. So if you click on my link and sign on with this company, and get to be a happy teacher like I am, then you should thank me and not be angry because I'm trying to get a referral bonus. Because of course it would be nice for me to get a referral bonus. But on the other hand, I'm going to tell you something else from experience. Actually, it's not good to refer other teachers to a really amazing company. Why? Why wouldn't I want to get a lot of referral bonuses? Let's think about that. All right. Supply and demand, right? The more teachers there are, then the less students potentially I might have. So, if I'm really happy teaching for a company, maybe it's not such a great idea to refer a lot of other teachers to the same company who may potentially take my students from me, or maybe, take some of the classes away from me. When I have the open slots on my schedule and there are so many new teachers, they're going to take away some of my classes, right? So, to be honest, I don't really want to refer a lot of new teachers to an amazing company, right? Because potentially they can take my money out of my pockets. So please don't think that I'm doing some kind of, get rich quick scheme by referring you to this amazing teaching company that I'm working with. Let me just share with you a little bit about it now. They really are the top paying company. You won't be able to find any higher pay than this. Most companies are paying between 50 to 20 USD per hour. All right. And usually what you're going to find is if the classes are canceled, which is going to happen, or if the students are absent, you will receive really, really small pay. But with this company that I'm going to refer you to, if the student books the class and they are absent, you will receive the full pay. Full pay. And if the students don't book the class, so the slot is open on your schedule but no one books it, you will receive half pay. And because the base pay rate with this company is already so high, half payment is still really good. And it only happens occasionally that the classes will actually go unbooked. It's usually for some kind of holiday, like recently there was a Children's Day holiday. And most Chinese holidays, the students will actually book you even more, right? But Children's Day in China is an actual holiday for the children. So I had a couple of unbooked slots during the Children's Day holiday. I think it lasted for a day or two. So anyways, I still got half pay for those slots. And then there were a couple of others that were booked but absent, so I got full pay. Oh, there's one more thing I should mention. So when I say per hour, all right, actually, if there are 2 students, okay, these classes are only for 2 students, all right, because the aim is to encourage peer interaction. So the ultimate goal of teaching with this company is that you want those 2 students to be interacting with each other. And so the teacher will act more of as a like mentor and guide, right? Which is what you want, right? You want the peer interaction, right? That's what they need. They need the real world conversational practice so that they can actually speak confidently and fluently when they go to an English speaking country, right? And with a lot of other companies, they're cramming in 4 students into a group class. They're paying really low. And ultimately, you can't have that peer one-on-one interaction with the teacher as like a mentor, you know, kind of more in the background. So with 3 and 4 students in the class, it's much more difficult to achieve this kind of natural, you know, one-on-one conversational interaction. I say one-on-one, but there's 3, including the teacher, right? So it should be 2 students booking the class, but oftentimes there will be only 1 student to show up for the class. So in this case, you don't need to teach for the full 50 minutes. You can just teach the 1 student for only 30 minutes, and then you will still receive the full payment, which for me is $25 per hour. So oftentimes I am receiving 25 USD base pay for teaching for 30 minutes only. Wow. You're not going to find that with any other company. I guarantee you. I'm speaking from 3 years of experience of searching. I've spent countless hours, countless days looking everywhere online through all the groups, all the blogs. Believe me. Starting out at 25 USD for the base pay, not to mention the bonuses. They give you a lot of bonuses, a lot of really good bonuses. And there's no iffy, funny, tricky business going on with their bonuses. They really give you all the bonuses. And they actually pay in USD. There's no conversion thing going on. And they don't pay with PayPal. They pay with Payoneer, which is a much better rate. PayPal, they take a lot of money. Payoneer, not so much. And Wells gives you an additional bonus which covers the transfer fee that Payoneer charges. I don't know of any other company that gives you an additional payment to cover for the transfer fee. So I'm telling you, this company is one of the best. I'm not mentioning the name of this company because, of course, I want you to click on my referral link to apply directly, all right? Because if you apply somewhere else, I'm not going to get the bonus. So you need to click on the link and apply directly. You don't need to search through the internet to find out more information about this company. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know here. All right? You can ask me anything you want. All right? I am not trying to, get money. I am I am an online teacher. It is my career, right? It's what I do. So, take my advice, and benefit from it, if you want, uh, I like to help people, and in the process, I can help myself. What else can I tell you? These students with this company are higher level, and the platform and the teaching materials are different than any other platform out there. To me, a lot of the platforms and a lot of the materials are more suited for the lower level students. All right, you will be doing a lot of like really basic things. Like, for example, maybe you're talking about color, or you're learning about math, counting 1 to 10. Like really simple, really basic low level things. And you're going to have to teach those same classes over and over and over. After a while, it doesn't feel very rewarding or purposeful. But of course, you're helping them learn that basic target language. But with Wales, oops, I said it. With this company, Wales, actually you're teaching higher level students. They're still primary aged, middle school sometimes. They're still younger students, but their level is very high. I like to think of this company as like a premium company for premium students, right? For superior students, superior teachers, superior materials. And so you have trial classes, and then you have also the regular classes. So with the trial classes, you can get bonuses when they sign on. And with the regular classes, these students will sign on to give you regular classes at the same time every week for up to 6 months. You will see the same students every week at the same time, all right, for up to 6 months. And these lessons are based on books. So the way these lessons work is the students will read the books before class, and you will go through vocabulary. You will have important questions that are focusing on critical thinking during these lessons. And then the meat of these lessons is the comprehension reading questions. So the two students will take turns asking and answering each other questions from the textbook that they already read. I wouldn't say it's a textbook. It's a literary book. The genre is fantasy or realistic fiction, right, or both. And so they're really interesting short stories that they can read easily. You do need to check a little bit of homework, but the time requirement is very minimal. You won't need to spend much time checking their homework. And most of the students don't actually do the homework because they're already so busy with mountains of other homework from their school or schools, right? So I tell them if they have time, if they want to go the extra mile, they can do the homework. Some of my students do it regularly, and I enjoy checking their homework. Actually, it gives me more meaning and more purpose as a teacher, right? So it's more fulfilling to me than working with a lot of the other companies and platforms that are just teaching the real basic, lower level target language, which I also enjoy, because it's more like theatrical and singing and dancing and putting on a show. That's also fun. But with this company, you can do more like guiding them and let them, do more of the input. It's really nice. What else can I tell you? This company is, to be honest, they're a bit nitpicky. They will give you feedback, especially in the beginning. They're going to give you a lot of feedback, and if you have many, many years of experience like I do, it's a bit off-putting and distressing sometimes when someone's telling you, hey, you're not doing this right. You need to change the way you're giving the feedback. You need to do this differently. This is not good enough. And sometimes they did not compliment me, right? You should give a positive, constructive criticism first, right? To compliment what the teacher does well. But there were some instances where I received feedback. It was just like straight away critical of the things that I was doing wrong, and I didn't think I was doing anything wrong, of course, because I'm an experienced teacher and I'm professional. And but yeah, so we just need to take it. Just take the feedback. Just take the criticism, and just do what they ask. You know, don't get too upset, or don't take it personally. Sometimes I struggle with not taking it personally, but I try my best to just roll with it. Okay, all right. How do you want me to do it? A lot of these companies, they're very, very nitpicky. They have their own particular system of doing things, and you need to follow their system exactly, right? You may be the best teacher in the world, which I think I am, like most of you out there. We think we're the best teachers. How can you tell me that I'm doing this wrong, or how can I do it any better? I'm already doing it the best I can. I have, more than 15 years of experience. How can I do it any better? I'm already a veteran master teacher. I'm a master at what I do. So how can, but yeah, just do what they say, and then you won't have any problems. Just ask them, how do you want me to do it exactly, and follow it. And that's a good piece of advice to take into any of these companies, because yeah, they all have their own way of doing things. What else? Yeah, to be honest with you, in the beginning, they didn't quite fill my schedule up as much as I would have liked, and there was a dip at one time, a brief dip, where they said I wasn't writing the feedback correctly, so they took away some of my trial classes, and then my regular classes started to pick up. There's a lot of training. There's a lot of training you need to do. It's a bit tedious, but trust me, it's worth it. It's well worth it. It's one of the best companies. Take it from my experience. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. All right. Wow, this was really long. Have a good one, and I hope your online teaching is everything that you need. All right.